Hey guys, happy Friday. How are you? I'm coming on to do a makeup look for you. I've already put on my base, which is going to be this liquid bronzer. It's by Physicians Formula. I did put that down first, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the Pharmacy Cream Contours. Slash bronzer, because I use them for both, but I wanted to use this to do a little bit of underpainting, and then we're going to go in with some CC. We're going to do like a latte look, eye look. So I'm going to go in, this is in the shade Smize, okay, and we're going to kind of go heavy-handed because we're going to put foundation on top of this, okay? So I do have my bronzer on as a base, and and like I said, it's okay if it looks a little cray-cray because we're gonna blend it out and we're gonna go on top with foundation. So we don't want to go too crazy with blending because then you will not see it. So I am just putting this first, and we're adding that warmth into our skin that we want. I did also go in with the Pharmacy Elixir oil right before I put my bronzer on because I love how it looks so glowy. Just gonna blend this out a little bit. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna go over top with foundation. Okay. And I'm just gonna put a little bit more here because I want this to be fairly bronzy. Okay, you can see. And kind of just going over certain areas. With a little bit of a lighter hand. And I want to drag that down my neck. And I'm just doing it on my brush for this part. Okay. Okay. So now I want to go in with where is it? Where is it? Okay, this one right here. Actually, this one maybe. And I'm just going to place a few drops of that and blend that. Okay. And then I need, what do I need? What do I need? CC cream. I want to go, I'm going to go in with the CC cream, you guys, in medium. And I am going to take this and we are going to start to go over, like in between. again, it looks crazy at first, but you're gonna see it's all gonna come together. Trust the process. That's all I can say, is trust the process. Okay. And now I'm going to start to take the rest of what's on my brush and start blending that out. And what you can do is, after you've done this, you can go back on top and you're going to add more dimension. This just gives you a little bit of a base to deepen it up a little bit. And don't forget your neck. You want to bring that all the way down. Do your lids. Okay, so you can see it gives us a little bit of that super bronzy glow peeking from underneath, which is what we want. So now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to take more of that Smize. And these are our cream sticks. They are new and they are so good, you guys, so good. And I'm going to push that product upwards. Up. And blend that all in again. Okay. And it just gives a really pretty glow. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to go in with a cream highlight. So let me get that. They are hidden, you guys. I mean, I have so much pharmacy everywhere. Okay. Everyone but the one I need, really? Okay. So now we're going to take our highlight stick and I am going to put that, and I'm going to put a little down the center of my nose, and I'm going to just take this concealer brush and use that to blend that in. Okay. It just gives this really, really pretty glow, and I'm going to do a little bit over here, a little bit in the center, because I do want a little glow all over the face. And I'm just using the concealer brush to pat that in. See how pretty that is? It's super pretty, you guys. And now I'm going to take our terracotta highlighting powder on a big fluffy brush, and I am going to go over my face with this. Okay. And I apologize for my hair, you guys. It's just not attractive. It's really bad. I fell asleep with it wet. And there's just there's nothing I can do with it. It just isn't. Okay, so now I am not gonna go in with blush because they don't really seem to be using too much blush on this look. So you could go in with a little bit of the darker shade. Let me put a little right here. This is just a darker contour shade. And blend that out a little bit. It's just going to be a little bit deeper. Okay. Now you could go in with a light blush if you wanted to go in with like, if anything, I would go in with like a peachy blush. So if you wanted to, just I would place it and then go in and diffuse it a little bit. You don't want a lot. And you could put a little down the bridge of the nose if you wanted to. And if you wanted to, you could actually come down and connect from the bridge of the nose and go right across. And just connect it like that. Okay, but if you wanted a little bit more, just add a little bit more. Totally up to you. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the Glam Up palette for our eyes. And I am going to start off with a base shade. So we are gonna start off with, I'm gonna start off with Buff. And I'm gonna actually put Buff all over my eye, in the crease, and I'm gonna bring it up fairly high. I'm bringing it up to the brow bone. And the latte look, like if you are trying to incorporate the latte look, it's just all very warm tones, very bronzy, very glowy. For the most part, I have seen matte versions done of the look. Excuse me. But for the most part, it's pretty much kept kind of bronzy and glowy. And it can be as dramatic as you want it to be, or as natural as you want it to be. Okay? Then I'm going to bring that Buff down to my lid. Bring that all over the lid. And, you know, there's been like a thing about, well, orange tones. Well, a lot of bronzers are orange based. It's just kind of the way it is, so I don't know, but the eyes can range from like very bronzy to very monotone, like monochromatic, just different shades of neutrals and nudes. So that is the shade Buff from the Pharmacy Glam Up palette. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and I'm going to add a little bit of Warm Teddy. And I'm going to add the Warm Teddy into the crease, which is why I'm going in with a smaller, more precise brush, because I want to keep it in the crease. And then I will kind of blend that. I think, like, it's funny how someone will come up with this, like, a viral thing, and then people just run with it, and then it's so interesting to see, like, everybody's take on it, like, their interpretation of what that look means to them. I think it's kind of cool, because let's face it, I mean, just like with coffee, there's 1,000 ways to make coffee and lattes, you know, and depending if you like your coffee light or dark, that could influence your interpretation of this look. Okay, so I built up the intensity in my lid and on the crease. And then I'm just going back in with my original brush and just softening so that it's blended, you know. You don't want all these lines. It's nice to be cohesive. It would help if I use the brush end. Oh lordy. Oh lordy lordy. Okay. Like, when I think of a latte, I think of layers for some reason. That's just my thought. When I hear the word latte, I think of it being like really dark at the bottom and starting to get light as it gets to the top, especially if you have cold foam and all that on it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Everybody's look will be different, I'm sure. So now I want to take a little brush and I'm going to take that Warm Teddy and I'm going to mix it with Buff. And I am going to smudge that underneath my lower lid. And the one thing I've noticed is they do smudge it out quite a bit underneath the eye, which I'm not a big fan of, nor am I used to doing. But they really smoke it out, like really, really, really smoke it out. So that is what I am going to do. Then I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to clean it up a little bit and soften it a little bit, so it's not so like, whoa, baby. Because that is kind of how I feel with this smoked out bottom lash. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, just to lighten it a little bit, is I'm going to go in. I don't have the one from Pharmacy, so I'm going to use a different one. I'm going to put that right in my waterline to kind of lighten it a little bit. Now, if you wanted to go in and do a wing liner, add a little bit of brown, you could. Definitely do a brown. I would not do black. You definitely would want to go with the brown. Now what they do is they've been going over top with a shimmer. So I'm going to go in with Nefertiti. Some people say Nefertiti, some people say Nefertiti. It's whatever you want to call it. It's fine with me. And I'm just going to go on top with that shade. If you hear my stomach grumbling, I am so sorry. My tummy has been giving me issues, you guys. Issues. My diverticulitis has been acting up. And I wish it would go away. Okay. So Nefertiti on the lid. And now we are going to go in with, let me get that out of the way. I'm going to go in with, I don't know if I want to use Zen or Double Lash. I think I'm going to do Double Lash. And I feel something on my lashes. Okay. Now one of these needs to be replaced and one is new. Question is, which one is the new one and which one needs to be replaced? That's the question. Let's see if we can find out. So this is Pharmacy's Double Lash Mascara. Great for lengthening, you guys. And it also has a volumizing side. So you get the best of both worlds. Super affordable. Really, really good. It's actually one of my favorites from Pharmacy. I am going to take the mirror just so I can make sure. And I'm just building that up. Adding that length. And what I do is I just kind of work my brush around. I kind of twist it, turn it. I use the end of the wand to kind of elongate those lashes. Goodness, my stomach. I don't know what is wrong. I am really starting to think that I might be allergic to dairy, you guys. Because honestly, it seems to happen now anytime I have anything with dairy. So I'm really starting to think that that might be the issue. Honestly. I don't know. All right, gonna go do the bottoms. Bottom lashes. I go in with the lengthening part. And then you can always go in with the volume. I feel sometimes like the lengthening isn't enough for my bottom lashes. Oh, and just wonderful. Let that dry. Oh. So sometimes I will go into the volume and just do a little bit of volume on the bottom. Just be aware that it's a little bit wetter for the volume part, and the wand gets a little bit bigger. So keep that in mind. And just fixing that lash. So if you wanted to, you could go and add one layer of volume on top of what you already did. If you want a more pronounced, like more dramatic look to your lashes, more glam. Where is my, where'd it go? It is here. Just gonna let that little mascara smudge dry. And we will get that off. So just let it dry, you guys. And I'm just brushing up my brows. I don't do brow product, you guys. I just don't. Okay, I should have let it dry a little bit more, but that's okay. Okay, just go with the brush. Okay, so eyes are done. You can see the length. So now we are going to move on to lips, which is one of my favorite things. And I am gonna go in with, I think we're gonna go in with, let me see, do I want 203? It's too pink. What shade do I want to go in with? There's, might be, I might use 203. I'm not sure, let me see. I don't really want to go in with 227. I wanted to go in with something a little bit lighter. Maybe 223. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just do 227. It's the only thing I wish that they would come out with, like a little bit lighter brown. That would be like perfect. Okay. And then for our lips, which do I want to do? I think I kind of want to go in with a matte lipstick. So I think I'm going to go with maybe Moneymaker. Although Moneymaker's kind of like too peachy. Maybe not. Actually, I kind of like that. I kind of like the Moneymaker. This hair, you guys, like I can't even. I'm all trying to be so professional, and this hair is just, no. It is not good. It's just not good. Absolutely not. Okay, then I'm gonna add, I know this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna add a little bit of Autumn Story in the center. And I'm going to kind of blend that out. I like that. It just kind of goes with the eye look a little bit better. And if you needed to, you could go back in and just go back over the lip. Go over, back over with the lip liner, I should say. And then I'll kind of take my finger and just kind of blend it in a little bit. So it's not so harsh. Our contrast. You guys, that's so pretty. I mean, not my hair, but my makeup looks pretty. So what I'm gonna do, since I do not have a time locker spray right now, I'm just gonna go in with, this is Makeup Revolution Glow Fix. So I like to spray, and then what I like to do is take my beauty blender and just kind of go over right as I sprayed it. And that's gonna lock in everything, but it's also going to make sure that if there is any powder or anything like that, it's blends in, it melts it in a little bit better. So I just like to kind of quickly go over everything. And you can see how pretty that is. It's just really glowy and pretty, and especially if you have blue eyes, this is going to be like so for you, because it's going to make your eyes pop, like really, really pop. And can you see this, you guys? This is what happens when I go to bed with my hair wet. I have very curly hair, but if I go to bed with it wet, that is what I wake up to. It is so not good. So not good. But anyways, that's better. I mean, let's face it, it's not really better, but it's better than it was, you know? So that is the look, you guys. Ugh. I have no jewelry on. My goodness gracious. I'm so sorry, you guys. But I just wanted to come on and do this look. So it's kind of like my version of like the latte look meets bronzy meets like everyday look. Like, I think you could wear this to work, whatever. I mean, I don't think that you have to be all glammed up to wear this. And like I said, it looks really pretty. The glow is there, you guys. Now, I will say that I am someone who does like more minimal makeup. This is a lot for me, because I do have more mature skin. I'm going to be 54. So I tend to be in that class now of less is more. So I do feel that when I have a lot of products on, which today we used a lot, I do feel like sometimes it can age me a little bit. I feel like sometimes it really does enhance the texture, the fine lines and stuff on my face. Like, you can see that it does emphasize that a lot more than if I was just using cream products. So that is why I tend to usually stick with a very thin foundation and no powdered products at all usually. My bun is going south, I don't know, but that is why you will never really see me very often day to day using this many products, okay? Because this to me is way too much for my likings. But if you are like younger, I'm actually gonna spray some Evian water. If you are younger, your skin is like flawless, or you know, really you have maybe more oily skin, you don't have issues with wrinkles, texture, stuff like that, then I would say this would be great. But for me, like I said, it does emphasize my texture, and I try to stay away from that. But it does look beautiful. So yeah, you know, there's that. But I would definitely recommend this. I would definitely recommend you trying this look, trying some of these products out, you guys. We are European standards, so that is a big plus. It does mean that we ban a lot of chemicals that the United States does allow. So if you are someone who is self-aware and very into using really good, like in other words, like you care about what you're putting on your skin is what I'm trying to say. If you're someone that's very into that and you want better quality products that are non-toxic, that do follow the European standards, you know, Farmacy might be a great choice for you. It's definitely worth going and looking at what we have on the website. I've been with Farmacy, it's going to be 4 years, you guys. So when I did start, obviously I was 49, 50. So my skin's changed a lot. It's changed a lot over the last 4 years. I mean, it just has. So I just find that less is more for me. But I always like to show you guys different products, and I want to show you as many products as I can. So even though it might not work for me all the time, it may work beautifully for you, and it does for a lot of people. My personal preference is very, very light, minimal makeup. So for me, this is a lot, but I still think it looks good. I just think that it does emphasize texture on me. But you know what? It is what it is. I am going to be 54. I have texture. I have fine lines and wrinkles. I have sun damage. I have a lot going on with my skin. So in the summertime, I get melasma, I get hyperpigmentation, you know, all that stuff. So it is what it is, you know, but I think it looks pretty. So, all right, you guys, if you want to shop, I'll leave a link in the description box. So you are more than welcome to go shop. I have got to go do something with this hair because I look like something out of The Grinch That Stole Christmas. So we're going to go do that. I'm just looking at my lips and I'm trying to see if I have lost some of my lip glosses, you guys. Oh, here we go. I think this would look really pretty on top if you wanted a glossier look. That's pretty. So if you wanted to add even more of that glowy, bronzy look, that's pretty. Very nice. All right, you guys. hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back with another video probably the beginning of next week. So enjoy. Bye.